Hello my dear students. Today let us learn about moment of inertia of regular frames. So in the last class we have learnt about what is moment of inertia and the two theorems related to that is perpendicular axis theorem and parallel axis theorem. Now we shall see the moment of inertia of rectangle about centroidal axis. So whenever regular frames are what rectangle and this triangle, can we say, we can also tell the circle, semicircle, quarter circle. So these are all standard types of frames which we encounter in day-to-day life, or in every type simple figure we can encounter the frames. Or in if the frame is like a complex section, we can cut into the regular frame shape, so that some standard frames are there, so we will find them by one. So in the examination they will just tell you to find the moment of inertia of the rectangle about centroidal axis. Okay, if they mention you about centroidal axis, okay. If they do not mention also, you do with the help of the centroidal axis only. So what we do now, we shall consider a rectangle. See, I will consider a rectangle. Okay, consider a rectangular plane of width b. Okay, next depth d. So we know now where will be the centroid, at the diagonal center where it is intersecting. Okay, so we know the centroid, right? Before that, what we do, we will consider, so what we did in the central axis, same here also the same procedure is same. So I will go by procedure, step by step. That is, first consider a rectangle of width b and depth d. Okay, so after considering the rectangle, what we did, we have to choose one elemental strip. So I'll again write, consider an elemental strip, okay, of thickness. Same procedure, we have to consider elemental strip, we have to find the area, we have to multiply area with the perpendicular distance. So area into perpendicular distance square will be the moment of inertia. So when we integrate the elemental strip from with the integral values, we will get the moment of inertia of the whole rectangle. So consider elemental strip of thickness dy. So at a distance, so we'll not take the reference axis, we'll directly take the centroidal axis. Okay, at a distance of y from G. So we know where the G lies now, we already learnt in the centroid chapter topic. So G will be here, so where the G will be, so there will be the centroidal axis. So I'll term it as x-axis. This is the centroidal axis. So I'll consider an elemental strip. Okay, so this is an elemental strip at a distance of y from the centroidal axis, whose depth is dy, thickness or depth you can say. Okay, let the area of the elemental strip be dA. So now what we do, let the area of the elemental strip be, let the area of elemental strip be dA. So elemental strip is in what, is in the form of a rectangle with thickness is dy or depth is dy. So what will become dA? It is nothing but, what is the area of the rectangle, that is breadth into depth, right? So what is the breadth? B into dy is the thickness. So we can tell that area of the elemental strip, area of the elemental strip is b into dy, right? Okay, now what we can do, same procedure, we will directly take this moment of inertia of this element, the element we have chosen, elemental area about the centroidal axis is what? dA into y square. Okay, what is the area into the distance twice? What is that? dA is the area into y is the distance into y. This is the formula, right? So it will be, so what is dA? dA is nothing but b dy, right? So this is nothing but the area b dy into y square. Fine. So this is the moment of inertia of the element area about x axis. So we got the moment of inertia of the element. Now what we have to do, we have to find for whole triangle. So moment of inertia of whole, sorry, it's rectangle is equal to, what we have to do, just we have to integrate ixx or moment at xx, that is nothing but, so we have to take integrals, integration of this one y square into b into dy. So what we have to do now, we have to put the integral values. How to put? So see here, it should cover from this tip to this tip. Okay, this elemental strip should cover the area from this strip to this strip. So if I consider this, so here also it is 0, here or it is at the midpoint it is 0, but here the distance is d by 2, here also d by 2. We know the centroid lies at a distance of d by 2. Okay, so what I do, I'll consider this as a neutral axis. So whichever comes in the upward I'll take as positive, whichever comes in down we will take as negative. So what it will become? So it is nothing but minus d by 2 to plus d by 2. So this is the key point you have to remember. For rectangle we have to take the integral value, that is minus d by 2 to plus d by 2 integration of y square into b dy. So what it happens? So ixx is equal to, so integration of y square with respect to dy. So b will be common, or it is a constant now. So b I'll take outside. So y square into dy is nothing but y cube by 3 with the integral of minus d by 2 to plus d by 2. Next what it happens? So b into, so y cube, in the place of y cube what you have to put? You have to put d by 2. So it is d cube, 2 cube is 8 divided by 3 minus this minus into minus, this minus is, you know, okay, integration. So this minus into minus is y cube by 8, no sorry, d cube by 8 divided by 3. So b into, so 8 3 is 24, it will come down. So d cube by 24 minus to minus plus, this is also d cube by 24. Okay, so now moment of inertia of the whole rectangle will be, so b into d cube by 24, d cube by, though both are like terms, so 2d cube by 24. So 2 ones 2 12s. So moment of inertia of the rectangle will be bd cube by 12, where b is the breadth and d is the depth. This is how we find the moment of inertia of the rectangle. So here note. So what is the note? So one thing you have to note here, that in this rectangle the dimension d, so this dimension d is perpendicular to x-axis. So whichever is perpendicular to x-axis, okay, it will be cube dimension. Okay, in this we found that bd cube by 12 because it is perpendicular to x-axis. If suppose this rectangle is like this, so it will be your centroidal axis. Sorry, if we take around b, so y axis, sorry, 1 minute, so I made it wrong, listen. So this is g. If suppose the diagram which we taken here is tilted, so we will take the element here, okay, then this b will be nothing but the d, and this will be breadth is this one. This will be the breadth and this will be the depth. So now what you have to do, so anything which is perpendicular to b, perpendicular to x-axis or the centroidal x-axis, it will be cube. So what I am telling is, then I y will be b cube by d by 12. ಸೊ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಸೊ ಈ ಡಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಗೆ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಇದೆಯಾ. ಸೊ ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಗರ್ ಎನ್ಕೌಂಟರ್ ಆದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಯುವರ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನರ್ಷಿಯಾ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಬಿ ಡಿ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಬೈ 12. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನೇ ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್, ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಾಗ ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಐ ವೈ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಡಿ ಬಿ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಬೈ 12 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೊಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನು, ಇಫ್ ದ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ tilted, okay, whichever the longer side will be what, it will be a cubic one. So which is perpendicular to x axis will be b cube d by 12. Okay, while solving I'll tell you again, so you will be remembered. So whichever the centroidal axis you take, so for that which dimension is perpendicular, it will be cubic. So it is easy to remember. So ix is bd cube by 12 or iyy is equal to db cube by 12. Okay, so next we will see the moment of inertia of a circle. So next is moment of inertia of circle. So we'll find the moment of inertia of circle. So whichever normal figure they give, first what you have to do, you have to consider a circle. Okay, so as it is a circle, it has what, the center will be there. So at the center only the G will also be located and C will also be there. So at center I will take the x-axis. So it is common in every theorem, means in every moment of inertia of whichever we find. Okay, so traditionally what we have to choose now, we have to choose another circle in it which becomes the elemental strip. So here we can't take elemental strip, we have to take an elemental circle, or it can be told as a ring with some thickness. So consider an elemental ring with some thickness. So now what we do, so let the circle radius be r, okay, and the radius of the elemental ring be x, okay, with the thickness be the dx. So the radius of the circle elemental ring is x and the depth or thickness be dx. So whatever I written here, I should write in the comment. What is that? Consider a circle of radius r with C as center and G as centroid, consider an elemental ring so at a distance, so what is the distance you have taken from the centroidal axis? X, at a distance of x from center, it will become the radius of the inner elemental ring and its thickness be dx. Okay, let its thickness be dx. So consider an element, consider an circle. So first step first circle ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು elemental ring ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು. So it may be a rectangle, consider rectangle, consider an elemental strip. If it is a triangle, so consider triangle and also consider an elemental strip in that triangle. So simple. So whenever you assume this, next step will be find the area of elemental ring. So from the basic, you know the area of the circle elemental ring, so that will be dA. So area of the elemental ring dA be equal to what? 2 pi r. So 2 pi r. So of the elemental ring, so 2 pi, what is the r? R is nothing but here C, so 2 pi, it's C not x. R means what? It is x, right? X, what is dA? So x into the thickness, okay, the area of the elemental ring, 2 pi r into, we will consider the thickness also, 2 pi x into dx. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to find the moment of inertia of elemental ring. What would be? Area into perpendicular distance square. So what is the area? So 2 pi x into dx, it is nothing but the area of the elemental ring. Now I'll write the perpendicular distance, that is x square. So x square, so that will be 2 pi x into x cube into dx. So this is what the moment of inertia of the elemental ring. So what we want? We want the moment of inertia for whole circle. Inertia of whole circle is equal to, what we have to do? We just have to integrate 2 pi dx cube into dx. So what will be the integral? So we have to take, that is from 0 to radius, because it's the 0 to r will be the integral, and this is the key point here. So now, so with respect to x, we have to integrate. So I'll take 2 pi as common, x cube into dx, x to the power of 4 divided by 4, 0 to r, it will be, so 2 pi, so x in the distance of r to the power of 4 divided by 4 minus 0. Okay, so in the place of x, you have to put 0 to the power of 4. Okay, so now 2 ones, 2 2s, you can take you can cancel, or you can write it 2 pi r to the power of 4 divided by 4. So now you cancel. Okay, so I z. Okay, the moment of inertia of the center of the circle, I denote as izz is equal to pi r to the power of 4 divided by 2. So let this be equation number 1. Okay, so this is x axis, this is y axis, so it will be a z means it is perpendicular to u. So we know that what we know, so whenever the axis izz will come, so we know a formula, that is izz is equal to ixx plus iyy. Whenever element of circle comes, it will be polar one. Okay, it related to polar only. So polar in the sense izz will only come, because circle is a filled area. Okay, by the virtue of its property, it will show its property in the izz axis. Okay, so because of izz we got, so I'll calculate izz is equal to nothing but ixx plus iyy. So here, but for circular lamina, we can take as ixx is equal to iyy. Why? Because it is circular lamina and we get the same value. Ixx is equal to iyy. So it will be izz is equal to, this is nothing but same, I can write it as 1, that is 2 ixx. So this may be the equation number 2. So from 1 and 2 I can conclude that ixx or iyy, ixx ಆದರೂ ಆಯಿತು ಅಥವಾ iyy ಆದರೂ ಆಯಿತು, it is nothing but izz ಏನು, pi r to the power of 2. Okay, pi r to the power of what? Ixx. So this is pi r to the power of 4 by 2 into 1 by 2. So this 2 will come this side. So z is value is this. So the value of ixx or iyy is equal to pi r to the power of 4. Please remember this. This is the moment of inertia of circle. If suppose we have to tell in the diameter wise, then ixx is equal to iyy is equal to pi d to the power of 4 to the power of 64. Just substitute r is equal to d by 2, you will get this answer. Okay, I'll tell you again. See here, so we will find the moment of inertia of the circle, so which is a polar moment. Okay, the circle will always be termed as izz. So once I will get the area, that is dA is equal to 2 pi r into, in the direction of z, it is nothing but dx in direction of z axis. Okay, so it will become area into the thickness. Okay, now moment of the elemental ring is area into thickness into the perpendicular square of the perpendicular side. So 2 pi x into dx, it is the area into x square, 2 pi x cube into dx. So integrate that. If you integrate, you will get izz is equal to pi r to the power of 2. So we know that, we already know, we have already learnt about this, that is polar moment of inertia, that is nothing but izz equal to ixx plus iyy. But here, as it is a circular lamina, this ixx is equal to iyy, so I can write izz is equal to 2 ixx. So I'll retain this ixx as it is. So pi, what is the izz? It is nothing but pi r to the power of 4 by 2. So this 2 will also goes up to this side, so pi r to the power 4 into half. So here ixx is equal to iyy, so I written as iyy directly. So now ixx is equal to iyy, that is pi r to the power of 4. Ixx is equal to iyy pi d to the power of 4 by 64 when d is equal to 2r. So you have to remember the moment of inertia of circle. Remember this formula. Now we'll see the moment of inertia of triangle. Same method, we have to follow the same protocol or same steps for this derivation. Mi of triangle we will do one by one now. Okay, so what I'll take a triangle, a simple triangle with a base B. So now I'll not write consider a triangle with a base B. Okay, you have to write it down. Okay, let the centroid be here. So G, we know that the centroid lies at a distance of 2 by 3h. So I'll just let you know that is it is 2 by 3h. From base it is 1 by 3h. So it is for your lifetime. Any problem you have to do the same only. H, if this is the height, it is 2 by 3h from the apex, it is 1 by 3 from the base. So I'll name this A, B, C. So we will consider what? We will consider an elemental strip. So elemental strip at a distance of what? At a distance of y, and the elemental strip thickness will be dy, dA be the area of the elemental strip. If this becomes y, so what is the distance? So this is h. Okay, this is y. So we will take the y from its base. For triangle, if we take from here also no problem, but it will be if we want now centroid, from the centroid if you want to find, we can take from here, but we will consider the whole fully. Okay, so distance y is fully, so this is h minus y. Okay, I'll again mark for you. So the element B at a distance of y from the bottom base. Why I could take from here, but the 2 by 3h, 1 by 3h, so the p by q form is there, so it will make a complication while solving. If we want to integrate, it will become complicated, so I am taking from the base only. No problem, the answer will be same. Okay, so you should write consider a triangle ABC of base B, okay, and height h. Let and consider an elemental area. Let us consider elemental strip, okay, element strip. So I'll name it EF of thickness. What is the thickness? dy at a distance of y from base BC. Okay, from base. So you have to write this, consider triangle ABC of breadth B, height h. You have to write the same. Now what we have to do? We have to find the area of this elemental strip. Before that, we will take some of advantage of the property. Whenever a triangle comes, we can take the advantage of similar triangle property. That is, we know that this triangle AEF and triangle ABC are similar. Because they are similar triangles, so I can take an advantage of the property, that is, so this is what? Thickness of the elemental area, so B1. So what I do? So B1 divided by the larger triangle base width b, which is equal to height by height. So a b1 with respect to AEF, what is the height? H minus y, where it is saying. So with respect to that, what is the height of the big triangle? That is h. Side by side, height by height ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ನ ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಜೋಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಏನು b1 ಏನಂದರೆ b1 ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟು, b ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್. ಸೊ h minus y is the height of the small triangle, h is the height of the big triangle. So I took the advantages of the properties of the similar triangle to know the breadth of the elemental strips. So I can write now b1 is equal to what? H minus y divided by h into b. So this is what? The breadth of the elemental strip. Because we don't know it is a rectangle or not, because it will become trapezoidal like this. So exact trapezoidal I don't know, so I took the breadth as by taking the property of similar triangle. Now once I got the breadth of that, I'll find the area of elemental strip. So what is the area? I'll take as EF. So I'll consider it as a rectangle. So DA. So the area of the elemental strip is B1 into DY. So see here. So this is the DA. So B1 is what? The length. Depth is DY. So B1 into DY, considering it as a rectangle strip. So DA is B1 into DY. So that same DA will be, what is the value of B1? So H minus y by h into B into dy. So by taking the common, what it will become now? I will take h as a common. So 1 minus y by h into b dy. So this is the area of the elemental strip. So once we get the area of the elemental strip, what we can find? We can find the moment of inertia. How? By multiplying the square of the side. So mi of the elemental strip, that is at base BC, is equal to what? The DA area into what is the distance at the base? BY. So it is nothing but y square. So it is at a distance of y from BC, right? So what is the value of DA? So 1 minus y by h into b into dy into y square. So this is what? This is the moment of inertia of the elemental strip. So mi of strip about BC. So once I calculate this, so y square y cube by h into b dy. So this is the moment of inertia of the strip about BC. So now what I have to do? I have to find the moment of inertia of the triangle fully. What I have to do? I have to integrate it. So I'll take in the next page. So I'll copy the same and then I'll integrate it with respect to the integral values will be 0 to, so I'll taking h. No, here h value is from the base 0 to h height. If I take in the direction of b, then it will be 0 to b when it comes here, but I am taking in the direction of vertical direction, that is 0 to h is the integral, and that is the key point. So mi of the whole triangle about BC is nothing but, so what is that? IBC is nothing but integration of 0 to h. I'll copy the same now. Y cube minus sorry, it is y square y cube by h into dy. Just here what I got, y square minus y cube by h b into dy. So what I written, y square minus y cube by h into, I forgot to write b. So IBC means what? The moment of inertia of the triangle about BC. I'll take this B in front. So B 0 to H. So in it, y is the component or function. So y cube will be same. So dy. So y square will be y cube by 3 minus y to the power of 4 by 4h. Okay, so I integrated here only, so it is 0 to h. So b into, wherever y is there we have to put h, so h cube by 3 minus h to the power of 4 divided by 4h, minus 0 will come in the place of y. If we written 0, it will be 0 only. Now b into this h cancels, so h cube by 3 minus h cube by 4. Okay, so in moment of inertia about the triangle BC will be equal to, so 3 4, if we take LCM 12, it would be BH cube. So IBC is BH cube by 12. So remember it. So what is the moment of inertia of the triangle? It is BH cube by 12. So moment of inertia about base is IBC BH cube by 12. If suppose I want to find, suppose moment of inertia about centroid. If I wanted to find the centroid of the triangle, I want to find the moment of inertia about centroid of triangle, then what would happen? So you solve it, it would be nothing but, I have a formula, that is IBC is equal to, so we have an axis theorem, what is IXX plus A into y bar square. So do you remember where we solved this? IBC is equal to IXX plus AH square. So IBC is what? BH cube by 12 is equal to IXX means moment of inertia about centroidal axis plus area half into B into H. Y bar is what? H by 3. So at a distance, what is at a distance of, we taken from base, right? Base in the GGS distance, so H by 3 whole square. So upon simplification, this IXX will be BH cube by 36. So this is the moment of inertia of triangle about centroidal axis. You can form in a traditional way, you will get the same answer, that is IXX is equal to BH cube by 36. So what is this formula? This formula is nothing but your parallel axis theorem. Okay, this is nothing but from the parallel axis theorem. So IBC, I found the moment of, I know the moment of inertia about the base BC. I wanted to find the moment of inertia about centroidal axis. So I want area of that figure with the distance of CG from the base BC. So H by 3. So I got BH cube by 36. So next we will find the moment of inertia of the semicircle. So how to find the moment of inertia of the semicircle? So first what we do, in a traditional way, we will draw the semicircle. Okay, so this is a semicircle with this as a center O. So we know already, we know where the G lies. It is in line with the center only. So I'll take a centroidal axis XX. This be the semicircle AB. Okay, so if this is G, so here only I'll take the Y axis. Okay, so this is Y, and the radius B R, and I know this distance. Okay, what is this distance? 4r by 3 pi. How we know? By the center of the semicircle. So we can take here one small triangle and we can solve, we can consider an elementary strip and we can solve in the traditional way, but here I'll solve in different way. Okay, we will not go to the traditional way, we will solve with some twist. We already found out the moment of inertia of the circle. Moment of inertia of circle already find ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. So semicircle ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Half of that circle. Semicircle ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Half of the full circle, right? So moment of inertia of semicircle would be half of the moment of inertia of the whole circle. So we already found out the moment of inertia of the whole circle, that is pi r to the power of 4 by 4 if we consider r as the radius. So pi d to the power of 4 by 64 if we take d as the diameter. So see here, we have to write, consider a semicircle of radius r with center O, G as centroid, and the distance is 4r by 3 pi. You write it. So I'll go to the derivation directly. So basically, what is a semicircle? So moment of inertia of semicircle. So semicircle, so I'll write fully, semicircle about the diameter, the dia AB. So if we take about dia AB, what will be? It will be half into moment of inertia of circle. Correct? ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So IAB, moment of inertia about AB will be half into moment of inertia of circle. ಏನು? We already found out, that is pi r to the power of 4 by 4. So IAB, moment of inertia about the diameter, will be pi r to the power of 4 divided by 8. So I'll take it as 1. So this is the moment of inertia of the semicircle about diameter AB. IAB is equal to pi r to the power of 8. We can solve like this, or we can also use the parallel axis theorem. I'll show you how. So what we have to find? To find moment of inertia about, so this is about diameter. I'll find now about centroidal axis. So we know that, what we know from the parallel axis theorem, that IAB is equal to IXX plus A into y bar square. ಇದು parallel axis theorem ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ IAB ಗೊತ್ತು, ಏನು? pi r to the power of 4 by 8. ನನಗೇನು ಬೇಕು ಈಗ? ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನರ್ಷಿಯಾ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟ್ರೋಡಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್, IXX ಎಷ್ಟು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನಾವು IAB is to pi r to the power of 4 by 8. So pi r to the power of 4 divided by 8. ಸೊ ನಮಗೇನು ಬೇಕು? IXX ಬೇಕು, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? pi r square by 2 semicircle. Then what is the distance of y? 4r by 3 pi whole square. So after simplification, so this IXX will be pi r to the power of 4 by 8 ಮೈನಸ್ ಇವೆರಡನ್ನು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 8r to the power of 4 divided by 9 pi. So your value of Ixx will be 0.11 r to the power of 4. So remember this. Moment of inertia of the semicircle about the centroidal axis is 0.11 r to the power of 4. So what about y axis? Iyy is equal to half into mi of circle. So half into pi r to the power of 4. So Iyy na ಮೊದಲು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ Ixx is equal to nothing but Iyy for the circle. So it will be same for the semicircle also. See here Iyy is also nothing but Iab pi r to the power of 4 divided by 8. Iy is pi r to the power of 4 divided by 8. So if you wanted to find about xx, centroidal axis xx, it is 0.11 r to the power of 4. If you want to find the moment of inertia of semicircle about y axis, it is pi r to the power of 4 divided by 8. Okay, so this was about how to find the moment of inertia of rectangle, circle, then triangle and also semicircle. So what is remaining? So remaining is, so I'll directly give the formula for this. Moment of inertia of the quarter circle. So quarter circle is what? 1/4 of the circle. You can directly get the answer. So I'll directly write the answer. So this is the quarter circle. So G will be somewhere here. So this is xx, this is yy. So what was the distance from the origin, from the center? It is nothing but 4r by 3 pi. This is also 4r by 3 pi. Hence the sides are same. The moment of inertia about xx axis is also equal to Iyy, which is equal to 0.055 r to the power of 4. Please remember this. It will need, you have to remember all these formulas to solve the problem on moment of inertia. Okay, so how it come? So see here, so what I got Ixx is 0.11 r to the power of 4. It is for semicircle. Okay, so when we divide semicircle into two equal halves, it will become, when we divide by 2, it will be Ixx equal to Iyy 0.055 r to the power of 4. So this was about today's lecturing. So we found out the moment of inertia of quarter circle, semicircle, triangle, circle and rectangle. So you also practice once in your home so that you could be well known about the moment of inertia of regular frames. So I hope you understand. Thank you.